Hey there, Smiles Pitcher, Superior Lending. Beautiful spring weather we're having. I hope you guys are out doing well and getting lots of sellers and lots of buyers and winning the bids. I have an interesting topic to talk about with you guys today. This is mind blowing to me, but we'll go through it. First, the rate chart is looking better and better. You see this pattern moving up, which means rates are getting better. I think you can look at the rates we're showing you. You can see that they're pretty awesome. We've had a great trend and pattern here with rates improving. So we're real happy about that. All right. So today I want to talk to you about the proposed Down Payment Toward Equity Act of 2021. I'm going to hit the highlights on this. I'll have a link for you if you want to go dig into it. But you need to be aware of this because you're going to have clients who are asking, hey, I'm a first-time home buyer. Do I get a $25,000 down payment assistance? So just be aware that this is proposed, but it is getting fast-tracked. It's getting a lot of support. Maxine Waters and her committee is really supporting this. So there's a pretty solid chance that this is going to happen. So let's hit some of the highlights. I have a lot of info on here. I'll hit the highlights. You can pause this and read it if you want. Number one, so just let's break this down. You must be a first-time home buyer, okay? And that means that you haven't owned a home in the last 3 years. You also have to meet income requirements, and you have to qualify as a first-generation home buyer. We'll go through this. This is crazy. But, and again, I'm just delivering the message. You can think what you want of it. We've covered what a first-time home buyer means. So normally in some of our loan products, we're dealing with 80% of the median income, and that's what the income limit is. This product is wide open. 120% of the area median income, and in some high-priced areas, 180%. So you can make a lot of money and still count and get this, okay? So pay attention to this. This is the first, you have to be a first-generation home buyer. That means that your parents can never have owned a home in their lifetime, or if they did own a home, but they lost the home to foreclosure, short sale, or deed in lieu of foreclosure, and do not currently own a home, then you count. So let me restate that. Your parents never owned a home, and if they did own a home and they lost that home to a short sale, foreclosure, or deed in lieu and foreclosure, and they do not currently own a home, you count as a first-generation home buyer, okay? Pretty weird and odd that it is a direct correlation to what your parents did. It qualifies you or disqualifies you from this. So let's hop to the next one here. Okay, so you get 20,000 or 25,000. For 25,000, you have to qualify as socially and economically disadvantaged. What does that mean? Socially disadvantaged means those who have been subjected to racial or ethnic prejudice and cultural bias because of their identity as a member of a group without regard to their individual qualities. Okay? This is and, it means you have to fit both. So now economically means that it's an individual identifying as Black, Hispanic, Asian American, Native American, or any combination thereof will be presumed to meet the definition. Any individual who does not identify as such will have to prove that they are socially disadvantaged. So really kind of, interesting how they're defining this. I'm just delivering this to you. You need to be aware of it because you will have clients asking, how do I get my 25,000? So, all right. So this is kind of cool. This is the part I like about it, but it says that the home buyer is not required to pay this back if they live in the home for 5 years. Okay. If they live in the home for less than 1 year, they have to pay the full amount back when the home sells. Number two is that every year, 20% that they live in the home, 20% of the down payment assistance is forgiven. And we've seen this in other programs. So once you reach year 5, 100% of it is forgiven. So this is different than a tax credit that we've had in the past. This is an actual money that will be sent to the title company to be used for down payment, closing costs, buying down rates. It can be used for any loan product that is a qualified mortgage. So that's going to be FHA, conventional, USDA, VA. It can be used for all of those. Pretty wild. I know many of you are thinking, great, all we need now is more buyers in the market competing for the inventory we don't have. I get it, but this is what's coming, so be prepared for it. Again, appreciate what you guys do. What we believe here is that every client should know what every fee means on their loan estimate, closing disclosure, and that they should be presented with options when they are shopping for a mortgage. We love showing our clients options, helping educate them and figure out what is the best plan for them, because just a plain simple 30-year mortgage is not always the best option for a client. There's many different options that they should be considering. Let me know if you have questions. I'll put a link to the actual document here on this 25,000 down payment assistance. You can go check it out. Have a great week. Miles Pitcher, Superior Lending.